Of course, Mike Tyson, his hearing will be Tuesday, 4 Eastern Time in front of the Nevada State Athletic Commission. You can see it on ESPN News at 4 Eastern Time. Tyson is scheduled to appear, so you can see it live on ESPN News on Tuesday. Now, of course, this Tuesday, this, of course, happened. Possibly you've seen it already. Max and I were there, and we weren't stunned by it all. The fallout now begins. It just got uglier and uglier, more and more predictable as it went along. An ugly incident, and we'll see what happens on Tuesday.
Mike came here for one thing, and that's to stare Lennox Lewis down. He didn't come here to jump on Lennox Lewis or to be jumped on or be pushed to the side or anything like that. He came for one thing, and that's to stare him down.
What would Lennox Lewis do? Would he wait around for Tyson at any moment, or if this doesn't happen in April, does he move on and does Tyson get left behind?
Tyson gets left behind. We move on. Probably fight Chris Berg.
We know that Tyson's history is one of volatility when you get him in a press conference type setting. I don't know if you remember the press conference from Los Angeles before the fight with Andrew Galata, where he ripped off his shirt and stood on the podium and beat his chest and was just an obscene mess. These things are not infrequent at his, or unusual at his press conferences.
We are joined once again by Tommy Brooks. And Tommy, our immediate reaction was Mike Tyson is trying to undermine his own chances of getting this fight. Is that the way you feel, or do you feel differently?
No, I feel differently. I think Mike really does want this fight. And I can't speak for his actions or for what he did, but, you know, I truly believe he wants this fight.
So now, were you surprised by what happened there? You had a kind of a roller coaster, and again, if you're just joining us here, Tommy Brooks let go by Mike Tyson just before this press conference. When this happened, your first reaction?
I thought that everybody should take the blame for that one. You know, you got a guy like Mike who comes into a situation like that. You put him in front of a guy like Lennox Lewis, who is a big guy, and Mike's going to go after him. So they should have had the security guards there. Matter of fact, this should have even never came to that.
Yeah, but if he can't comport himself there on the stage, he's eventually going to have to stand near the guy and then get in the ring and fight in a professional manner.
That's true.
Is he going to be able to do that if he can't do this in a press conference?
I think so. I think he can do it.
Tommy, would you have been in his ear, or were you in his ear in the past going into a situation like this? Mike, calm down. Remember, stay calm. Don't go berserk.
You don't get paid for fighting at press conferences. You get paid for fighting in the ring. And we were successful doing that. But, you know, obviously somebody didn't take the time out to prompt him on it.
Why do you think he got off that platform and approached Lennox? We heard Stacy say that he got off because he wanted to stare him down. Even if he would have stared him down, you don't think some shoving match would have at least happened?
What does Mustard Seed know? He don't know nothing. You have to ask that question to Mike Tyson. As I said, as soon as he stepped off that podium, security guards should have been there. I'm talking Anthony Pitts and the rest of the guys.
What's your feeling? Why did Mike get off the podium? Why did he walk towards Lennox Lewis?
I don't have a clue. That's something that you'd have to ask Mike. Probably an
well, Mike said to stare him down. He said to stare him down.
Probably an intimidation mood. But, you know, what can I say? That's a question that you'd have to ask him.
Let me get a final thing in here. He's got about, about 2 months to get ready. Can he get ready in 2 months?
I think so. Mike is a hard worker. He really is a hard worker.
When he gets down to it. Has he gotten down to it yet, though? He hasn't.
He puts on weight fast, but he takes it off fast also. From what I understand, they've been in Hawaii training with Keith Clevin, the strength and endurance trainer.
Okay, we have to take a break right now. We'll get back out to Chicago. More live boxing, more from Tommy again on Friday Night Fights a little later on. We're back right after this.